Hello again, I'm back. New video this week. Yesterday at work, I had a little exploration into a photography aspect I don't do a lot with, but it is very creative. And it's double exposure. So I'm going to show you what double exposure is, and I will be explaining to you what it is before I show you, of course. So according to Google, double exposure photography is a technique that layers two different exposures into one single image. With that, what I like to describe it as in an easier method is if you've ever been in Photoshop and you go to the blending option. Think about it when you go through that and you see two images now are blending as one. But instead of having to do it in post, you're doing it in camera, which can make for some interesting edits in post. So let's go find some. Alright, so I'm going to start out with something simple to show you. The skyscraper building here we have. Just going to photograph the top of it, like so. And I'm going to combine it with this wall. Interesting shot. What's also cool, if I did the same shot of the building, and then right below me, I go to the concrete. Now I have a film-like image with the use of texture. So I used the texture of the concrete wall paired with the photo of the tower. So let's head on and see what else I can find. Alright, let's try to combine two different plants. See how that looks. So I'm going to line up the shot. Just like that. Now on my Fuji I have a setting for double exposure, and when it brings it up it shows me the first image and I have to hit OK, and then it shows a nice overlay that I can line it up with something else. So let's go for this flower up here. I'm going to punch in on the flower. Get the flower. Yeah, it's alright. Alright, let's continue on and see what else we can find. Oh look, half the waterfall's shut off. If you can see that, you got the small piece still on. You remember that from the long exposure video. Guess I had good timing showing up where I did. Let's try one of the wall. I'm gonna zoom out. I'm just gonna get the water only. Froze it just like that. And now what should I overlay it with? Let's do this scene here. Zoom it out, 3/20th, f10. Very nice. Very artistic. You can create some cool effects. So weird seeing it off. I'm trying to document it. I've never seen it off myself, so now I can say I have. Alright, let's do something with the bamboo. So I'll put it back into double exposure. Can I do one of my favorite? That's kind of cool. Shooting straight up the bamboo. Now, what would I line that up with? Let's have a look. What could we line it up with? Is that? Oh, that's intriguing. This is my focus point. So it's bamboo to bamboo. Very nice. Something different. Alright, what we got over here? Now you remember last week, did the long exposure. So let's try 1/6 of a second. Wait for the water to come back. There we go. Nice blurry effect. And then I'm going to line it up. And just for fun, take one with it moving. Interesting. It gives it a ghostly effect. Oh yeah, you can do a long exposure in this way as well. Fountain still missing down yonder. Alright, we're going to try another textured shot. So I'm going to do 55mm zoomed in on the ferns here. Nice and tight. Let's see, bump that exposure up just a bit. There we go. Just the ferns. Now, this little scene with the water and the building. Focus on the building. And a very busy image, but could be interesting. I really like the texture side. So, if I punch in on this tree, like so, and now I have the texture of the tree. Oh, that's different. Well, let's photograph that because that's not what that used to be. There we go. Bit sharp, bit too much on the texture of the tree. So you used to be able to walk down these giant concrete blocks and like lily pads at the bottom to get over to the flying duck there. And there used to be large trees there. Looks like they are fully redoing the park. Should be interesting. Alright, let's do this. Get this little red flower. Punch in on it. Nice center focus. Now where should we put it? Let's see. What should we do? Let's see here. I'll put it over the building there. Interesting composition. Kind of gives you reference points to how far we are from the city. On to the next spot. This could be interesting. So they have this metal mesh over the rock face. Let's see what kind of texture I get off of it. Shoot kind of wide. Don't want it to be too distracting. And then come this way, get the little Dutchman. They call it some leading lines to it. Just like that. Interesting shot. Let's go find the next one. Something I love to look at is the texture. So you see this foaminess across the top of the water there. All that. I don't want to touch it, but it makes for great subject matter to bring texture with your double exposure photography. And I'll just turn around. I'm going to turn it this way, get the lines going with it. Bring it in nice. Bring it like that. Boom. Interesting little double exposure there. Yeah. See what the cattail. See these little cat whiskers. And then I'll shoot this one upside down. That's the whiskers. See? Are you gonna win an award with these photos doing double exposure? I mean, you could. If you enter a contest that's for double exposure and you have a good subject. But it's all about learning and playing and having fun. And training your eye, because you start to see the shots, and that, like this leaf, is going to help you distinguish to become a better photographer or not. So if I shoot under this bridge, kept the stem at the center of this pillar. Now, is it amazing? No, it's contextual. It gives graphic, gives texture. It's having fun and learning, exploring. It's all about trying to get better at this craft we all love and call photography. So let's see. Nice little shot between the trees of that building. I should look up the name of that place. It's in a lot of my photos today. Now, I think we should find some texture. How about a moss-covered rock? That looks nice. Intriguing. Mystery. It's fun. That's all that matters. Well, I was just walking along, looking at my phone, and about walked into this branch. What a good subject matter. The branch, full of shadows and light. Now, I need a subject. It might have some intrigue. Maybe the footpath below. Like so. Very cool. Now I have an idea. Just came across one of my favorite ways to photograph ferns, and that's like this treetop below me. One of my favorite photos is of these. I'm gonna go in a little tight, 55. Pick a branch, pick a section, like so. Just like that. Now, walk up this way. We have a view down to the Flying Duck, I believe they call the little gazebo that I showed you earlier. So I'm going to line that up with my shot here. Very cool. There we go. Nice concrete wall. Let's try a textured selfie. What do you say? So I'll bring this to, say, 23 mil. 2-second timer. XT2, so I can't see the screen. Alright. Well, not the best photo of me, but I gotta admit, I like the texture. Very cool. I just had one more shot idea that I haven't showed you yet. Go nice and tight on the bridge. Bring it down just a little bit, just like that. Now, try to invert it, line it up, bring this back a little bit. Let's see if I can line this exact. Something like that. You get this, the inception. It's really cool on an area where it's wide open. I have done that with, an example would be a pier where it's just sky above. So you have this kind of channeled effect of the pier, top upside down going lengthwise, but definitely something to watch for. Nice textured wall here. Get a shot of that. Now we're gonna head over this way to bring that textured wall to a different scene that we see here. Zoom it in. Wait for the people to leave the shot. Sometime today. There we go. Just like that. Nice textured nature scene. Pretty nice. And then the cactus. And then maybe one. Focus on shady spot of the wall. We have this grainy, textury cactus. Very, very nice. Well, thank you for joining in today. And I hope you learned a thing or two about double exposure, and I highly recommend giving it a try. If not in camera, definitely in post. It's a new, creative, fun way for you to explore the world of photography and keeps it interesting. So don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks again for watching. Have a nice day.